Hello and welcome to another episode of Moose's Gear Goo Review. I'm Moose, and today I have a knife review. And this one I've had for a little bit, and I should have reviewed it a while ago, but this is the Kershaw Antic. The Kershaw Antic. And honestly, this little guy's pretty cool. So I will go over the specs. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you've seen this. I got one of these little Spyderco knife holder things just to prop it up a little. So anyways, the overall length, the blade length is 1.75 inches. The closed length or handle length is 3.75 inches. And the overall length when fully opened is 5.5 inches. And the weight on this little guy isn't light. It's actually 3.1 ounces. So kind of heavy for the size, but there's a reason for that. So, going into the Antic, what can I say? First off, it's a little knife. Small knife, 1.75 inch blade. So we'll start there. So the blade kind of has like this rounded, chunky little shape. It is a hollow grind, plain edge. There is a swedge up top to come to a point. And yeah, it's bead blasted finish, has dark, chunky, big thumb studs for deployment, which actually are pretty nice. I really do like these thumb studs. And they're blacked out, which match the rest of the hardware pocket clip and whatnot. So like I say, I always like it when the hardware matches. So on the one side, there's no marking. On the other side, you see right on the blade there, Kai, then HCR13 MOV. That is the blade steel, which is more than acceptable for a knife under $25. At the current time of this video, I think it's going around $20 to $22 for it. So, nice little budget blade. We do have painted here stainless steel frame lock. So that's part of where the weight comes from. There is some jimping up top of the spine here to lock in your thumb. And it's just kind of a ricasso, not really a choil for sharpening, but it does allow you to sharpen the full length of the blade, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, it's a small blade. It works, it cuts, good for box opening and small utility tasks. Going into the handle is this cool blue color. I do really like it. It is a frame lock, which locks up really nice. It is a partial flow-through construction, which will keep it clean. And it is a very slim knife. I will say it is a little stiff to open and close, but this isn't a knife that you're going to want to flick open a blade right away. And I'm sure you can get it there, but obviously cheap liners and whatnot. It is a single position pocket clip, so right side tip down only. And yeah, no real texturing, fairly slick. But pocket clip works good enough. It doesn't really hide much. Still got about a half inch or more sticking out of pocket. But this isn't necessarily one you're going to want to conceal either. This is like a working person's one. Good urban EDC as well. Oh yeah, do I like this knife? Yes. Do I recommend it? Yeah. So going into the tail end, this is kind of where the real selling points are for me, kind of in a way. So you have this nice ring here, makes it easy for a lanyard or a keychain. It is small enough that you could potentially put it on a keychain, but it is fairly hefty, so just remember that. The cool part with this ring, it's integrated into the back spacer. There's jimping there, and then there's some jimping along the sides, but it terminates into a flathead screwdriver, which works great for any simple screwing tasks. I really like this feature, and this is more or less the new variation, they say, of a Kershaw Shuffle. Kershaw Shuffle was one of their earlier knives that actually had a flathead tail end, which I really dig knives that have that. It also functions as a bottle opener. So you have this little tab on the one side, the lock bar side of the scale, and you just put it in there and pop open a cool one. So it's nice to have that too if you're out in social settings and you're at a picnic or someone's barbecue and you just need a bottle opener. This one works really well, so can vouch for that. So I mean, pretty simple knife. Hand-wise, that ring allows you to get a full 4 fingers. Kind of hangs off just slightly. If you really want, you can put your pinky in there too if your hand is small enough. Just be careful. There's no guard there, so you can slip up to the top there. But your thumb locks in pretty well. Good for that. Good for pinch grips. Just simple everyday task cuts are great with this. So do like it in that regard. Moving on, we will go into our comparison. So we got the Dejo Badger. God, this thing's a beast. We have the CRKT Pilar, or whatever. Someone's going to comment down below. I said it wrong, but I don't care. And then we have the Spyderco Chaparral Raffir Noble scales, which is pretty cool. I still need to do a review on that. As you can see, blade length-wise, it is a little guy, 1.7 inches, compared to these other guys that are like 2 1/4, 2 1/2, and 2 3/4. Handle-wise, it is the longest handle, mostly because it has that ring and that flat head. And there, comparing in size-wise and blade thickness to the Pilar. Pilar is definitely thicker. Handle-wise, about the same. Weight-wise, well, this has the micarta scale on it, so that doesn't count. Going up to the Badger. Once again, really thick blade stock in this one. Aluminum scales on it. So weight-wise goes to... I don't know, this one still feels heavy. That stainless steel frame lock's just heavy. But there you have it. And then we have the Raffir Noble Chaparral. Very thin blade stock on the Chaparral. Very slicey knife. Handle-wise a little bit thinner, but yeah, you can definitely feel the weight. Very light knife here. I need to get the lightweight version of it. So there's the comparisons there. Last little thing for this video is the ugly brown glove test. And right away, those powder-coated handle scales, super slick, feeling no traction. Even when I pinch grip it, it slides right out, so not good. We have that little bit of a choil or divot there, and the jimping. Jimping's okay. Oh, there you go. I guess, if I really squeeze down on it, it's not slipping out. If I put my pinky in it, then for sure I'm not slipping out, but then it's easier for my finger to slide forward, so just keep that in mind. Remember, this is a smaller knife, so you're not going to do anything terribly hard with it. And even with the flathead tip, you're not going to pry anything too much because these are fairly thin connection points here, and they'll probably fail, break, or bend. So you don't want to put too dramatic amounts of pressure on it. But overall, let's see if we can close it and open it. So we open and close. Open and close. Those big chunky thumb studs are easy to find and lock on. So yeah, does it pass? Yes, it passes the ugly brown glove test. Very slick though, so I'd probably give it like a C. Actually a C-. We'll give this guy a C-. Still passing, but could be better. Well, there you have it, guys. This is the Kershaw Antic, $20 to $25. I really like this knife. And specifically for this flathead, this is the knife I use for when I go with my camera to loosen the base plate to tripods and stuff. Works really well in that regard. So, but yeah, Kershaw Antic, really like it. Cool little knife, and recommend it. So there you have it, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out these other videos. Check out the eye in the upper right-hand corner if I have it there. And make sure you hit the notification bell for more videos. Comment down below with any questions, and I'll see you outside. Thank you, guys.